have been dealing with depression for about 20 years now. Throughout this time, I have had some pretty good stretches of not being depressed. However, feeling like absolute ass still continues to happen from time to time. I've noticed that in the creative community, whether it be musician, visual artist, comedian, etc., things like depression and anxiety seem to be fairly common. Even though this YouTube channel is primarily about metal guitar instruction, I thought there may be mutual benefit for myself and others if I make some videos discussing this issue. Mental health problems seem to be common amongst metalheads, at least in what I've noticed, which is one reason, I believe, why we are attracted to metal. I'm hoping videos like this will be therapeutic and community building to help myself and others in similar situations break through the depression and allow us to continue building each other up and help us all feel and stay motivated to continue improving our situations and our lives. Last week and this week, I've dealt with depressive episodes again, after having a few really damn good months of feeling positive and being very productive. Before that, the past couple of years have been extremely challenging as certain life situations caused me to spiral back into some very dark depression. This latest depressive episode has prompted me to finally give this video series a try. The voice in my head bugging me to try this keeps getting louder and louder. So, I'm finally listening to it. I'd very much like to know what you all think of this, whether you think it's a helpful thing or not. One thing I want to make sure that doesn't happen in doing things like this is to make videos where I just whine and complain. The point of putting myself out on the old YouTubes in this manner is to make things better, to help find solutions and support to lessen the occurrence of further depressive episodes for myself and others. I'm extremely busy and have very, very little free time. So the few support groups I have found in my area that deal with depression don't fit my work schedule. What I'd really like to do is find a group of like-minded entrepreneurs or self-employed people who have a similar goal of inspiring and motivating everyone in the group to continue to improve themselves and help hold each other accountable. But so far, I haven't found anything like that in my area. Perhaps I'll have to search for people online or just start a mastermind group of my own. One-on-one therapy is definitely an option for the future. A friend of mine did share some affordable therapy info with me that's nearby. However, I recently started some private yoga sessions to help fix my jacked up body from all the years I've been lifting weights. I can't really afford these yoga sessions too well to begin with, so I certainly can't afford therapy on top of it. However, doing these sessions, I believe, will still help with my mental health, because, after all, physical health and mental health go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. It just doesn't happen. Some topics I'd like to cover in future videos are certain things I do to help keep depression at bay, how metal attracts like-minded people instead of metal creating said people, how being self-employed can be god-awful draining as well as rewarding, what motivates me to push myself further in improving my life, and other things like that. Now, I have never been diagnosed by a doctor to confirm if I have clinical depression. However, I do fit a ton of symptoms I've read over the years, and have taken some online quizzes to see just how depressed I am, and shocking, I've fallen into the severely depressed category more than once. I may even take some of these quizzes for a video just to open up further discussion on this topic. A friend of mine is a family doctor, and we've talked about depression before. He didn't seem to think I needed a professional diagnosis to know if I'm depressed or not. At least that was the impression I got. I could be completely wrong. I have never taken medication for depression and have been against doing so for the most part. I currently prefer facing my issues without depression meds. However, my past alcohol abuse makes me a hypocrite. Because if I'm willing to use alcohol to deal with depression, why the hell wouldn't I just take medication instead? Hearing about all those negative side effects is certainly one reason, but medication is something I've considered more and more of lately, as I'm pretty sick and tired of continually falling back into this mindset that makes it very difficult to accomplish what I'm trying to do with my life. I fully understand that depression can happen to anyone. No matter what we do, there will be times where we do not feel our best. That's just life. Suffering is inevitable. We cannot be happy all the time. That being said, I firmly believe I can learn and do more to make things better. And this will improve my life and those around me. Also, I'd like to add and make it very clear that I do not doubt for 1 second that people care about me. My parents have always shown that they care, my sister has shown it, and I have some very close friends who have always been there for me when I needed it. I felt this was important to bring up because I know some people who are depressed feel like nobody cares about them. And I do not want to give the impression that I am one of those people. Now, I certainly question why people care about me as much as they do sometimes, but that's a bit different. Again, I'd really like to know if any of you would find value in my putting out videos like this. And if there are any topics you'd like me to talk about, I'd greatly appreciate you sharing your thoughts. You can always email me directly if you'd prefer not to leave anything in the comments section. I am fully aware that putting yourself out there, whether it be in a video or in a comment, that you are opening yourself up to all kinds of negative stuff. So if you'd like to share something privately, john@milehighshred.com is where you can reach me. And that's it for this video, introducing the idea of a video series talking about depression, life issues, hardships of being a musician, the difficulty of self-employment, you name it. I look forward to hearing what you all think of this, and thank you for watching.